There are stories that welcome us back to places we've been before. There are songs that lift our spirits and become part of our lives forever. Now, get ready for an extraordinary adventure the whole family can share. Parents and grandparents will remember, and kids will discover one of the greatest musical masterpieces of all time in a whole new way.
I am Anna Leon Owens, Your Majesty.
You will stand here and meet royal children.
The King and I.
This film has everything in it. It has great music, it has romance, it has comedy, it has drama, it has action, it has beautiful scenery, foreign lands. I've loved this musical since I was 14.
It's such a great story.
And on top of all that, beautiful animation. And on top of all that, great music, great lyrics.
Bringing The King and I to animation is one of the most exciting things that I could ever think that could happen in my lifetime.
Adapted from one of the most popular musicals in history, this animated feature film spotlights the beautiful and timeless songs of Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about
You like us?
Very much.
Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me.
Catchy tune.
Every song in The King and I has become a standard.
Hello, young lovers, whoever you are. I hope your troubles are few.
The score to this show is one of the most magnificent scores ever written. Oscar Hammerstein wrote the lyrics first, and then Richard Rodgers would write the music afterwards. Richard Rodgers' melodies are excruciatingly gorgeous. He just was a genius in melody.
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, on!
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3, on!
This music is going to be heard like it's never been heard before.
I think that the music should be perpetuated. I think it's wonderful music, and to present it in different manners, in different ways, over and over again to different generations. The meanings, the morals are timeless.
What are you doing?
I'm whistling. That's what I do when I'm afraid.
I whistle a happy tune, and every single time, the happiness in the tune
Ooh, that scared me.
convinces me that I'm not afraid.
Now, the story of the animated version of this film is that the King of Siam sends for a schoolteacher from the West, from England, Mrs. Anna, and she comes to teach the royal children. You are part of my plan, bringing to Siam what is good in Western culture. Come, come, come!
Both Anna and the king are incredibly strong individuals, and neither is all right or all wrong. I won't have soldiers at my door, etc., etc.
What is this, etc.?
Well, Your Majesty, it means all the rest.
Good. Have children prepare for presentation, etc.
This all-new animated musical adventure introduces a whole new cast of lovable and villainous characters.
Let's show them something truly barbaric.
In this version now, the Kralahome, who is the king's second in command, is trying to take over the kingdom.
The Kryolan wants to get the king condemned as an out-and-out barbarian by the British and get elected as King of Siam in his place.
There will always be me. I will be ruler of Siam.
Oh, I get it, oh conniving one.
No, you don't.
No, I don't get it. You're right, but you go explain to me now.
Master Little is deep, dark meanness, and we should watch out for him. Except that he's just such a blunderer.
What you looking at? You never seen man pinned to wall with 6 knives before?
No. Cool.
Also, we have all of these animals that are native to Siam that we've been able to add.
We'll see Munchie, which is my monkey, and Munchie gets into trouble a lot. There's the elephants.
Hello.
And there's a black panther that is the king's pet.
Bringing this beautifully crafted and animated feature film to the screen required capturing the voices of some of Broadway and Hollywood's brightest singing and acting stars.
Everything that you're doing for animated movies has to come
from here. It's not about faces, it's not about your body. It all has to come from your voice.
I'm a free and independent employee. Oh, employee.
So any little giggle that you put in, or any little breath is gonna show up in the final product.
You see something you did in the recording session, you go, I did that! And they actually drew it.
The happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid.
In our story, we have the traditional song, Whistle a Happy Tune, but our situation requires that the environment be a full-blown storm out at sea.
The average Broadway show in the pit, the orchestra pit, has somewhere between 30 to 40 musicians. This movie will have a symphony orchestra of approximately 125 to 135 musicians.
I mean, it's great to play these tunes that you've known since you were a kid in new orchestrations and for a new project. I think it's very exciting.
Hundreds of animation's best have been assembled for this monumental production. Using the captured voices, singing, and music as a foundation, these artists bring our magical characters to life.
We've been able to go out because of technology and find the very best animators around the world. It is an international effort to bring The King and I to the screen again.
I think that the cartoon version, although it is inevitably slightly more comic, nevertheless it's whimsical and it's also touching as well. It remains very faithful to the original story.
It's an incredible musical, it's an incredible story. Anytime anyone can sell the idea that goodness prevails, I'll go see it.
But I don't think when it comes to the music and the lyrics and the story and the characters, we could get any better when it comes to putting that together into an animated film.
The King and I.